Hey there, this is Dennis Anyone with Dennis Hensley. It's a podcast about making things up and making things happen, creativity and the people that pursue that life and the ups and downs of it. That's what I love to talk about. And today I have guests that are friends of mine from the XanaCrew. Okay, so last year, a group of friends who are all fans of the movie Xanadu got together for a luncheon. And then we became like like the Pink Ladies. We had jackets made, and we decided we were going to do something special for the 45th anniversary, which is coming up this week. So we planned a weekend of festivities. There's a show on Friday night featuring Lisa Donahey and Eric Seppala, two wonderful singers and performers. The screening itself is on Saturday the 9th. It is sold out. It's at the Old Town Music Hall down in El Segundo, but there are people coming in, like Michael Beck's going to be there. Some of the muses are going to be there. Gene Kelly's wife, Pat, is going to be there, and people are going to be signing autographs before the show. So if you didn't get a ticket but you want to get an autograph, go to Xanadu-experience.com and you can maybe learn about that and show up beforehand. And then on the 10th, Sunday, we're going to have a Xanadu picnic in Pan Pacific Park, where the original Xanadu building was before it burned down, and that's open to anybody. So you can learn all about that stuff on Xanadu-experience.com. The people that you're going to be hearing from in this podcast, I've got Lisa and Eric, the people doing the show. They're going to come on, and then we've got Mykel and Jeff Crerie, who have a wonderful meet-cute about their romance and getting together that is very related to Xanadu. And they told it to me once over lunch when we were doing our location scout, and I was just like, this is the craziest story ever in terms of like a love story, and so you guys have to come on the pod and tell it. So they do. And then finally we have Bill Morgan and Matt Tunia, who are also members of the XanaCrew and big fans of Olivia from way back. And they talk about the different events and putting things together, and a party that they had that started kind of the ball rolling in a way. And we do a sneak preview of the weekend. So that's what's ahead. If you're sick of that movie and us talking about it, thank you for your patience. But yeah, so this is a big weekend coming up. But before we get to the interview, there's a few things I want to plug. So some of you know I co-created a party game called You Don't Know My Life. It came out in like 2018. Anyway, we did a crowdfunding campaign for that, and that's how we got our first games printed. Well, my friend Jeb Havens, who I created that with, we have a new game coming out this fall called Search Party, and it's really fun, and it's very easy to play and fun to play with friends, and we're going to try to save Thanksgiving. I know this is a rough year, but this game is fun and full of laughs. And if you want to pre-order your copy of the game and help us get that first printing done, you can do that at youdon'tknowmylife.com/search party. And there's fun perks in there and everything. And if you did that, I would love it. And it's going to be a great Christmas gift, stocking stuffer, all of that stuff. So learn about that. The other thing is I have a Patreon and a Substack called what is it called? Dennis Hensley's Happy and Gay. And for a monthly fee of $5, you get an episode a week where I do some fun pop culture things, but I also talk about happiness and the science behind it and tips and things that I'm learning and putting into practice in my own life and the things that have helped me. I find this topic very interesting, and so that's a bit of the flavor of that. And you can learn about that at Substack or Patreon.com and go to just look for Dennis Hensley's Happy and Gay. And for the folks that have already subscribed, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Finally, if you like this podcast, you could become a subscriber to Derek and Romaine's podcast network, DNR Studios. I'm part of that group of shows, and for a monthly fee, you get my show early, and you get all these other great gay shows. It's such a madcap bunch over there, and every show is fun. So learn about that at DNR Studios. All right, that's enough of the plugs. We're going to get underway with the XanaCrew interview, starting with Lisa Donahey and Eric Seppala, who are putting together a wonderful musical show for us on the actual 45th anniversary of the movie Xanadu, August 8th. Joining me now via Zoom from Los Angeles, it's two of my fellow members of the XanaCrew. I can't say that word without laughing or smiling. It's Eric Seppala and Lisa Donahey. They're doing a show on Friday night, an Olivia and Xanadu-themed homage show in Burbank at the Colony Theater, and they're going to tell us about it. So welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are super excited. Lisa and I have put together quite an evening of things. I have to tell you, this show is something I've wanted to do, an Olivia Xanadu exclusive show all my life. I was convinced in high school that if they'd let me take over the gymnasium and let me do my version of Olivia in concert for her physical tour, that everyone would fall in love with me and everyone's lives would be changed. But then, Dennis, like, a couple years ago, I just thought, what the hell? Guys like me shouldn't dream anyway.
You know what? You really sold that. You sold that. The cadence was perfect, and I was like on every word. But it's also a true thing. No, honestly, did you think you wanted to do a physical show at your school?
Oh my God, yeah. Like on the level of like Rufus Wainwright doing, Judy at Carnegie Hall or whatever he did. There was no irony in it at all.
Did you pitch it? Were there meetings?
No. Oh my God, it was a secret desire. But I wore my hair just like her then.
Right.
And everyone thought I was going for like the Daryl Hall or the David Bowie look, but I was going for her, pure Olivia. She was all through my life. I've been harmonizing with her since I remember being alive. And it's been...
Well, I saw that tour at Arizona State University, the physical tour. Lisa, did you see the physical tour?
I did not, but I had the album and I wore it out.
I wore it out. With Dennis Tufano was like her backup singer that sang the duets. And I bought 4 tickets when they went on sale thinking, I have friends that'll want to go. And I think they were like $15 each, which felt like a lot of money at that time. And nobody wanted to go. So I put an ad on the bulletin board at the Mormon Institute where I was still dabbling in Mormonism. And when I went back and looked at it, somebody had written slut rock on it. I know.
Well, she was banned in Utah at that moment, right?
That album.
But you know who I went to? My best friend since like the second grade. His name also was Eric, and we were both secret Olivia fans. We couldn't drive at the time. We took BART into Oakland in the San Francisco Bay Area. And we bought all of them posters, all the T-shirts, all the tour books. But he was Mormon too. Yeah. So, it was a small world, isn't it?
She jumped rope, and then she sat on the steps and brought it home with "I Honestly Love You."
And I could have done that for the high school.
You could have totally done it. You could have hit every single high and valley.
And now he's gonna do it now.
I don't know about jumping rope.
All right, Lisa, what does doing this show mean to you in terms of your Olivia devotee status?
Dennis, Olivia has just been a part of my whole life. I mean, I feel like she was my mentor, my friend growing up, all her albums, that voice, angelic. As a singer, I emulated that sound. But I just loved her music, and then of course, had all the albums, physical. But then of course, when Xanadu came out, my life changed just because my life is a movie musical. I think we should just, everywhere you go, your theme music should start. So, but that movie was just so special to me on so many fronts. And mostly because it was anchored by Olivia and her charm and just how adorable she was. And so to be able to do this show with Eric, this is his mastermind, just so you know. Okay. We are really bringing this dream of his to life, and people are going to be blown away. They are going to be blown away by the creativity. Anyway, but I love Olivia. She's just been... She's just everything. I look at women singers growing up, and she is just a pivotal one for me.
Well, as a vocalist, she's very unique because a lot of the girls post Whitney and Mariah are like show-offy. And it's a different she had a different kind of voice. It wasn't super show-offy. Occasionally she would do cool things that were like, whoa, what was that? Yeah. But it was like an emotional connection and a sweetness. Yeah. Like it was unique. I remember one time on American Idol, there was a girl that kind of had that. I'm like, oh, she has that sweet Olivia thing that we never see. Yeah.
It's an authenticity, Dennis. I mean, we're in a world now where everything has to be shock value and showy. And Olivia was a part where there was complete honesty, and it was raw, and it was the girl next door, and it was a wholesomeness that I think people wanted and related to. And I don't know, maybe there's a niche now for somebody doing that, since everything is so ballsy and brazen,
Well, also, she could sell it emotionally. Like, if you look at Hopelessly Devoted to You and Suspended in Time, they're like one take. And she is in it. Yeah. Emotionally. Okay.
Well, And Dennis, I was just going to mention that, I mean, what I've learned from people like her and other singers is we're storytellers. You know, Eric and I, you know, we can sing. We can sing our faces off. We perform it. But it really is getting to the root of the story. We have to honor those lyrics. And Olivia always did that.
Always did that. Which is probably why she transitioned to acting pretty easily, because she was always in it. Lisa, I love that you're a singer who loves to sing. At our first XanaCrew meeting, you got up and sang Suspended in Time to a track that was on your phone. I love that you're like, fine, I'll do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I love that. Instead of like, oh no, twist my arm. You're not that girl. So
I was a Girl Scout, and you have to be prepared for anything. And that was my moment.
I fucking loved it.
It was,
okay.
You know, I honestly felt like I waited my whole life for that moment.
Seriously, it meant something. It wasn't just a silly, like, fine, I'll sing it.
Oh, it was, everything I'd practiced, everything led to that moment, Dennis.
And now a year and a half later, we're doing a big thing. It's so nuts.
Oh, well, and talk about someone who can sing her face off. I mean, doing the show with Lisa Donahey is very exciting because she's one of the hardest working singers around. Anytime you get to hear her sing, it's a story, it's a show, it's a party, and it's so much fun.
Well, and it's not like you were like, oh, fine. You know, like Barbra Streisand never seems like she really feels like singing. She would rather eat I'd rather have a nice croissant.
Italian.
Yeah, some pasta. Like, if you listen to her autobiography, which I got through like 2 hours, it's like she loves food, which is fun. But anyway, what can you tease about the show? What can you tell us?
Well, this show is totally a love letter to all things Olivia and all things Xanadu. So there are a lot of surprises in it, but Lisa and I did not know each other when we were 10 years old, but I can guarantee you that this show is going to feel like 10-year-old Lisa and 10-year-old Eric were given keys to the beautiful Colony Theater in Burbank.
Right.
And we're turning that empty theater into our own version of Xanadu for one night.
Yeah.
And I am using skills I don't really have, but I'm learning to have.
Oh, you're nailing it.
All levels.
Yep.
And there's going to be music. There's going to be.
Do you guys have a band, or are you singing to tracks? Band or plays?
We have tracked music.
Nice.
But because we are on a budget, but we feel like we're Beyonce on tour.
Yeah.
I conceptualize a show that's on the level of a Beyonce tour on a $2 budget.
And they're all customized tracks too. I mean, Eric has done a fantastic job laying down background vocals. I mean, just and cutting and splicing. So the fun thing is we've made this our own. We didn't feel like we compromised in anything. We're not just doing the regular song as is. Everything is imagined in our fantasy Xanadu Olivia world.
I love it so much. And she was a visual pioneer. She was a music video pioneer. She doesn't always get the props for that. She would do entire video albums.
Yeah, there's an argument whether it was she or Blondie that had the first entire album that had videos for each song.
Yeah.
But she did win the first Grammy for that, for the physical album of videos.
Oh, fantastic. I love that.
So that's a huge element. So yeah, she was a very huge visual part of my childhood. The other thing that's great about this show is, we think about the hits, we think about magic, we think about the title track, but the fact is that movie has so many different genres. You factor in ELO, but you also factor in John Farah, and that man was amazing. He wrote like a lot of her country hits.
Yep.
Then he wrote the 2 hits from Greece, which were 1950s. Then he did these Xanadu hits, and he also can write a 1940s song for Gene Kelly.
That feels like it's from that era. Like when I saw the movie, I thought, oh, is this an old song? Like it feels like that, right?
Yeah. So there's so much different, there's diversity in the music genres itself in this concert. So that's really exciting.
What can you tell us about costume changes?
Oh my gosh.
I have 11.
You have 11? Eric, this is so amazing. Please, I mean, this needs to be on HBO. Can we I know we've got 4 days. Like,
I think they'd at least let me come back to my high school and do it there.
Yes, please, in the gym.
But can I just caveat this? Not just 11 that he has built to mirror exactly what was from the film.
Well,
I mean, they're very close, Eric. You've paid beautiful homage and attention to
let's just say I'm very relieved that Bobby Mannix, the costume designer, is coming to the screening the next night.
Right.
And not this one, because If she examined them close up, she'd be like, "Oh."
Everything is in the spirit of Eric. It's beautiful, and I think I have 7 changes, just a couple,
just a few,
just a few. But it's part of creating that story. That whole movie is about those transitions, the visual transitions, the audio, just the magic of all of it. So we are just going to recreate that.
Well, I love that you still have some tickets available, but the screening the next night is sold out because it went like that.
Yes.
But you guys have some tickets available, and it's on the 8th of August at 7:30, earlier time than usual for Friday night at the Colony Theater. And where can people learn about that?
Yeah, they can actually go to the website, which is, I believe...
It's Xanadu Experience? Yeah, it's XanaduExperience.com. Right. So it's the same website as...
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also have our Facebook group, The Ultimate Xanadu Experience, that people can join, and there's so many great factoids and tidbits and beautiful stuff to share. But we still have tickets available, and again, we made them super affordable. This is a love letter, as Eric mentioned.
Yeah.
On the XanaCrew, Dennis, Eric, we all are doing this out of our pure love for this and the inclusion to let the world be a part of it. I don't know about you, but every time I wear my Xanadu jacket, somebody stops me. I was at the Hollywood Bowl for Jesus Christ Superstar the other night.
And you wore your Xanadu jacket to the Hollywood Bowl?
I did. Yes, I did. And
I always feel weird wearing it to another show. Like I wore it to the Grease thing, and I'm like, it feels like a...
It's like you're infiltrating the other thing. Yeah. No, I had about 10 people stop me. And one of them, I was with Debbie Boone. Of course, she said, I love that movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, Debbie, you're coming to the show. But people were stopping me going, tell me more about this. I'm like, they have an affinity for this film.
Yeah.
And Eric talked about our 10-year-old selves. There are so many people coming out of the woodworks who love this film, and I just know I can enjoy this night and all the great stuff we have going on that weekend.
There's such a sweetness about it, and I think there's such a sweetness about Olivia that people just... That movie, I looked at it, there's really no conflict in the movie other than that... Does she get to stay on Earth or not?
The boss.
Yeah, but she chose that. She could have chosen any movie to do after Grease in the world, and she chose this sweet, kind of silly but fun old school movie.
Yeah.
And I think we should also note that, this happens to fall on the 45th anniversary of the release of that movie.
Your show to the day.
Yeah, so we're kicking off the Xana days that follow for that weekend with this celebration that's going to feel like a party and a concert. And the other really beautiful thing about that date is it's the day that Olivia returned to the celestial universe. And we can't.
She got zoomed up.
Yeah.
On that date in 2022. So it's very, very special on so many levels.
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I got to think about my outfit and all of that stuff. Is there skating? Is that a t-shirt? Should we not give it away?
We got to talk to the Colony about that too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a real thing. But come in costume. That's the other thing. We really want people to come and express themselves. Their Olivia selves, their Xanadu selves, their 1980s self, whatever they want to be. Okay. It's a party.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And Eric, if you recognize his voice, listeners, he was on the podcast because he was the Instagram creator of Olivia Newton-John as a doll. So he started doing those dolls. You can go back in the archives and hear about all of that. So you guys, I prepared something for you. I prepared a quiz.
What?
It's like a trivia quiz, but it's about Olivia music, but it's my experience. So you're not going to know them for sure, but there are enough clues that you might get them. Okay.
We're in.
I think we're going to do it this way.
Do I buzz something?
I think just say Eric or Lisa and whoever's first. Okay. Here's your first question. Okay. Here's your first question. This song is my favorite on the Rumor album, but it might just be because I was working with a lot of hot Italian guys at the time. Lisa.
Is it Totally Hot?
No.
Because that was a different album.
Different album.
Eric, do you know? Ooh.
Is it Get Out?
No. Final track.
Oh, Tutta La Vita.
Yes, baby. Tutta La Vita. Once in a lifetime. Tutta La Vita.
I love it.
Yeah, I was working on cruise ships
from that video.
Yes, you did. So 1 point for Eric. I have to keep score.
Okay.
I was working with guys, so I thought of them in the kitchen. So I thought about Get Out where they're rattling.
Oh, right. No, I was working on cruise ships at the time, and a lot of the guys were Italians, and they were my favorites. Okay, 1 point for Eric.
This.
Okay. Here's the next question.
Okay.
This song was the first pop song I learned on the piano when I was taking lessons as a kid. As an adult, I realized that the lyrics are kind of deep, psychologically speaking, as though Olivia's saying to a very high-strung loved one, you just need to chill.
Eric.
What's Eric? What is it?
Have you never been mellow?
That is correct. If you listen to the lyrics, it's like, is it a love song or it's just like somebody's in her life that's like kind of neurotic?
Right. Yeah. She's got to school him.
She's got to school him. Like, just let it very zen out. But at the time I learned piano lessons, so I'd start shopping for sheet music, and this was very exciting. But there's a treble clef and the bass clef on a sheet music. And then there's the vocal line above sometimes. Sometimes it's just the treble and the bass. Right. Well, when I would shop for sheet music, if it was treble, bass, and the vocal line above, I would think, I don't know how to play with 3 clefs. So I can't buy this sheet music because I don't know about that third one. I ruled out the whole thing. I was like, this is too advanced for me. However, the sheet music for Have You Never Been Mellow just had 2 clefs. I was like, this is what I know. So that was the sheet music that I bought. You
might have gotten the Made Easy for piano.
Yes, I did. But it was like, it opened up my whole world.
Can I tell you something? When Physical came out, I was taking piano lessons from Edith Hamaker, who lived up the street from us, and she'd have a recital, at the end of every season. And she let me play Silvery Rain from the Physical album.
That's deep. That's about pollution and shit. And boy, was Olivia right. So
I
you
love
did.
Playing that.
Blow a light airplane, sprayed the field with the silver. That was your piano thing.
It was pretty complicated. I played that and like some sonata. She let me do one of each. But I got to do a pop song. One year I played The Main Event from Barbara.
Damn.
My favorite.
They were hard.
Eric, you are not fucking around with you. Neither of you are fucking around with your artistry at all.
My life has led up to this show.
I'm impressed with Eric. I'm just hoping one of your answers is the Dolphin song.
I want you guys to have a dolphin on stage for the Dolphin song for Physical. Okay. You know what's weird is... Back at the time,
to film a video of us swimming in the pool or something.
At the time, we appreciated her activism and stuff like that. But now you look back and you're like, she was right about everything. Like it's just
totally ahead of her time.
Yeah, it was at that time. It was like, okay, enjoy your granola, whatever. Yeah. Like no, it was cute, but
and in such a sweet way. She wasn't railing or screaming. She was just making a point.
Okay. This song from Totally Hot, an Eric Carmen cover, was not a single, but I sang it multiple times on a cruise ship, which makes sense given its title.
Eric.
Do
you know this, Lisa?
I can't. No, I'm retaining.
I literally had a chart made for a band, so I could sing this on a cruise ship.
When you say it, I'm going to know it. When you say it, I'm going to know it.
It's Boats
Against the Current, baby.
I too would play that. And I sang
but
that
tomorrow we'll run a little bit faster. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. And I think she only performed it once live, and I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I knew you guys would be able to riff on all of these. Okay,
I'm taking here.
We're educating
Lisa. Please let Dolphin Song be next.
I know. I was trying to think about what I don't have a real personal connection to it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
I love when Olivia Newton-John goes into that high-pitched, caterwauly, waily, screechy part of her voice, which I say affectionately. Mm-hmm. And on this track from Totally Hot, she really goes to town.
Lisa, you know this? I'll give it to you if you want it.
I need an assist.
I think it's really early in the album. It might be first.
It's the first track.
Yeah.
It's Please Don't Keep Me Waiting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like my brother told me, my brother listened to it with me, and he was a much older musician, and he said, it sounds like she stepped on electrical cords in the studio and is screaming. And I'm like, I know, it's so cool.
But it's amazing, too, at the same time. It's like this like banshee person. Yeah. I love when she does it. And she uses it sparingly in her catalog, but when she does it, okay.
She does it a bunch in the Soul Kiss album, and she uses it in Landslide a little bit.
Landslide, yeah.
Landslide. Yeah, I love it.
He took my heart. She does it. It was a landslide.
Yep.
Okay.
Please let the next answer be Landslide.
I know. I had a question about Landslide, but it was more about a friend of mine that when that album came out, it was his favorite. So I didn't really own it, and that friend it didn't last. Anyway.
Well, we're learning about you.
Yeah. All right.
I love it.
I could write a college thesis about how I believe this pre-Xanadu single, and not Physical or Soul Kiss, is actually Olivia's horniest song. I believe it's her horniest song.
But you said it's pre-Xanadu, right?
Yeah.
Pre-Xanadu.
I'm going to guess.
That's what this game is. It's a lot of guessing.
A Little More Love?
Yes, Lisa is on the board.
I go with.
The Totally Hot album had a
Night is dragging her feet. I wait all. She just needs the D. She just fucking needs it.
And that guitar.
How dare you?
You know.
But from that same album, what about when she's screaming, give me
some lovin'?
Yeah, give me some lovin' at the end.
Yeah. But she's like, I can't say no. It knows the word I can't say.
Sexy.
It gets me nowhere. She is just a slave to that really good D.
It's Sandy.
And by D, I mean Dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's Dennis.
I love that song. It's so good. Okay.
Those harmonies, when she breaks into her own harmonies, it's so pretty.
Okay. When I first bought Physical home from the record store, Make a Move on Me was my favorite song on the album. However, now this non-single, which is almost as horny as A Little More Love, is my favorite.
From the Physical album?
Yep. It's pretty horny.
Horny?
It would make sense to play in a dark club, maybe in a bathhouse.
Stranger's Touch.
Yes, Stranger's Touch.
But I have such a, I made 3 dolls of that video because it's a 1940s
of course you
homage.
Did. Yes.
So all I think of is 1940s big band.
Yes, you don't think of the horniness, but the horniness is
Stranger's Touch. That is
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
She was so provocative.
She was.
Yeah, you like.
Yeah, these are just my thoughts. Okay.
What were you thinking when you made this list? Were you?
I was just trying to think of like songs of Olivia's that I have like.
That made you horny.
That made me horny, and that also they had real strong opinions about or stories about. Okay. When Outfest did the Xanadu sing-along 20 years ago, they had all the lyrics appearing on screen, but they forgot to do captions for one song. So I stood up in my group and shouted them out ahead of the phrase so that people could get singing. This was easy to do because it's my favorite song on the whole album.
Wow. Is it Olivia's song or is it a ELO song?
Well, probably. Who do I love so much?
Well, it's got to be. But what Olivia's song would they not put lyrics on?
They forgot to do it.
Is it Suspended in Time?
It is, Lisa, and you're on the board with another one.
That is
so I was like, Child in a Fallen One. So forgot everyone. I would like shout it out a minute. My heart's always on the run.
How could they
to nowhere? I don't know, but I stepped up. I don't know if it was useful to my group or it was just a moment, but we all had shirts made that said Xanadu.
They should lose their gay card for that. That's not, come on.
But I would have asked for my money back.
That was an amazing night. Yeah.
Right.
Although we will not have any more of that at our concert, so you might have to bring your own lyric sheets.
But I love, Dennis, you came to her aid for that song.
I love it.
Here we go. I was once part of a live performance of a song from Xanadu at the Alex Theater in Glendale, and to this day, it's one of my 10 peak moments of my life.
Is it I'm Alive? Dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys,
it's the best.
Do you guys know about these screenings that they did in the Alex Theater?
I heard
in Glendale. It was in the mid 2000s.
I heard.
So one year, it was right around my birthday, and for my birthday, we all went to see Xanadu, right? So we're seeing it at the Alex Theater, this old-fashioned theater, and when dancing starts, these actual dancers come out in front of the screen and do the number move for move. And if you're not expecting that, it blows your mind. I thought my head was going to explode. Like, it's my birthday and this is happening and they're nailing it. Like, they put in the rehearsal.
Choreography too. I mean, there's so many people in that number.
And
Lisa and I had to figure out how to solve that problem for our concert.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I
like that this is sparking concert revelations.
There's only two of us,
yeah.
and we have a lot of stage to cover.
So if it was over, I made a point to bond with a couple of the dancers in the lobby. And I was like, if you guys ever do this again, I know a fella that would love to be cut to 2 years later. I get to be in it. And I think I got a little check for like $100.
Oh, that's nice.
What costume did you wear?
I wore a purple suit that I had made in Hong Kong during my cruise ship days based on a Versace that was in Rolling Stone. I cut it out and I showed the tailor. And can I tell you that purple suit got so much work it's the hardest working suit in show business. Like every friend would borrow it. Can I borrow your purple suit for this? So it looked a little retro. I was in the 40 section, and we had a gymnast that flipped who was really cute, and he's gay now, but then he'd been in the military, and that was interesting. And the girl that did the big dips and the leaps and the throw around nailed it.
And did somebody get wired up to the
oh yeah, like there was, but we didn't rehearse much at all with the 80s group. But one of my best friends now and my favorite dance teacher, Benji Allen, is in the 80s group. And so we looked at pictures and I'm like, we were both in that Xanadu thing. And I didn't really get to know the 80s people, but we danced together in this thing. And it was the 80s. It was at the 80s, the Alex Theater, and the thing starts, and we do our dance. And my friend Tom said, he goes, I kind of wish you had died right after that number because I feel like.
What do you do after that?
What do you do after that? Yeah. He goes, you looked so happy. And there was a guy that I had dated and really into a few years prior who was obsessed with Xanadu as well. And he was there. And he did the costume contest. He looked like Sonny or whatever. And I think it was a little like, oh, see, I'm doing the dance in Xanadu. You could have,
it was a showman.
Well, no, he was the one that
got away.
Well, he didn't get away. He ran away. But
you let him get away. You should chase him, right?
But he was. I remember he was there, and I just remember it being very exciting. And I think you can see it on YouTube. Okay, I've got a few more of these.
Okay, bringing people together.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you become friends with Sandal Bergman, Terry Beckerman, Marilyn Takuda, muses from this movie? Like, is that the most insane thing?
I have extended Xana do fans that I've included in this journey. I've gotten jackets for people and done things, but not that guy. We're not in each other's lives anymore, and that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, so. He could have played his cards right. He could have had a Xanadu jacket, but I guess not.
He'd probably be on the XanaCrew, too.
Right?
Possibly, yeah. Okay. We have two more questions left.
Okay.
When I finally got to meet Olivia Newton-John in person for the first time, I was with my friend Richard. But Richard made a much better impression on Olivia by telling her that this song from the album Gaia helped him come out as gay and deal with all of those feelings.
Oh. I can guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a shot in the dark.
Trust yourself?
Yep, boom. Well done. Okay.
Yourself.
That's right.
You know all the answers.
So we went to a screening of Sordid Lives. It was at Outfest. It was the first screening. It was at the Village where we do the mismatch game. And I was with my friend Leslie Smith and Richard Hubry and me. And we were going to go try to talk to Olivia afterwards. And so we all got to have a little moment with her. Yeah. And my friend Leslie goes, oh, my sister and I used to listen to your 8 tracks in our basement. And I was like, that's a compliment, but that's a little dating, that like didn't nail it. I was going to I want to do better than Leslie. So I talked to her about the movie Sordid Lives. I wanted to, to say that I'm a mature enough person to be able to talk about the work that we just witnessed. I don't need to, talk about Grease.
Fanboy.
Yeah. So I was trying to engage with her on that level, and it was okay. It was not great. It was okay. It was better than 8 tracks in the basement, but not great. Then Richard goes, I just want to let you know that the song Trust Yourself from Gaia, it was really important to me when I was coming out, and it really helped me deal with all those feelings. And you could see Olivia's eyes almost got, little glistening, and that is so sweet, and just loved it, and they bonded, and they just killed it, right? Because also Gaia is one of her probably close to her heart, but it wasn't a big blockbuster like some of her others. And then we walked away, and I was like, Richard, you really nailed it with that story. Like, that was great. And he goes like, oh yeah, I made that up. I was like, you can't make shit up. I didn't know you could make shit up. And he goes, well, it's kind of true. Like, I just kind of embellished a little bit. I was like,
manipulative.
I know. So,
oh my God. Well, I'll tell this in the
yourself.
concert. I'm going to tell the story of how I had the opportunity to meet Olivia, but I couldn't. I was so gobsmacked. I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it. You tell the story in the show?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another sneak preview. Okay. One more question. Okay. This was one of the first 45s I put in my jukebox. I don't know if you guys know this. I own a jukebox. This is one of my first 45s I put in my jukebox, which is ironic because it's about a jukebox.
Oh, please, Mr. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm going to give that. I'm giving you both a point for that. Yes.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yes.
Please, Mr. Please.
And I have the 45, and it has a beautiful black and white picture of her.
Is it B-17?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I don't think. Fuck.
Well, that was Al's song. It was his song.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, but it's over. But I need to make sure I could be B-17. It needs to be. I don't know.
It has to be.
I don't think the numbers work that way. But if it's not, I'm really angry at myself.
Just like your friend Richard, lie and tell us it is.
If I know, I should lie and tell. If it's possible for there to be a B-17 and I didn't put that there.
Yeah.
That explains.
Don't beat yourself up.
No, it explains every lack of everything that didn't go my way in the last 5 years.
You got to course correct, man.
I got to course correct. That's why. If it could be B-17 and I just shoved it in any slot.
Yeah.
No wonder I can't get a date or a job.
No.
I mean,
the final piece of the puzzle is revealed.
All right. So that's the full kit. That's the full.
Those are
that's
great.
That's the full quiz.
Good.
And Eric, you got 7, and Lisa, you got 4. You both respectable. Both respectable shows. How are you going to know my life, as it were?
Fun.
You guys, I adore you. I can't wait for your show. I'm so glad that we've become friends through this ridiculous, and by ridiculous I mean fantastic.
Yeah,
in the best way.
Crew. Right. And final plug, it's this coming Friday, August 8th, the anniversary of the release, the 45th anniversary of the release of the movie Xanadu. It's at the Colony Theater at 7:30 on Friday, and I will be there. I'm not sure what I'm wearing, and you can learn about it at XanaduExperience.com. Final question, what moment are you most looking forward to without giving too much away? Is there a moment where you're like, I can't wait to do this?
The whole show is magical. Every song we sing is a privilege to share with these people. But there's a finale that's pretty
solid. What's the best Olivia song to sing in your voice? Which one do you love to sing?
Well, I mean, Suspended in Time.
Yeah,
I sang it at my 8th grade talent show, and it's. I love it. But I've reconnected with a lot of her lyrics too recently. I was like, wow, I didn't realize it's deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
So that's
deeper than the night.
Yeah, deeper than the night.
It's deeper than the night.
Right. Yeah, stronger than the north wind. Anyway, but I mean, just every show, every nugget is a privilege, and it's just to sing for everybody and just share that. So, Eric, how about you?
You have such a zest for life, Lisa. I love it. You're like a sweet person.
She's amazing.
Yeah, you bring a lot to the party. I love that.
Thank you. It's fun.
All right. And Eric.
Well, along those lines, I mean, I get to sing Suddenly with Lisa Donahey, and it's such a joy. I have to be honest, I keep reminding myself, there are going to be people in the audience, because I just keep thinking, I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to have so much fun.
Look in her eyes.
Okay, so I'm just thinking,
that's one of my karaoke jams. I love to do it. And then The Bridge is killer for Cliff Richard. But then you go long and he's harmonizing on that.
Yeah, I'm low.
Way the fuck up there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
We're all challenging ourselves in many ways.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait, you guys. This has been a blast.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for being part of our Ultimate Xanadu Experience sneak preview podcast weekend. This was awesome. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
All right, that was Lisa and Eric. Go see their show if you're in LA this Friday. I will be there. Learn about it at XanaduExperience.com. All right, next up, we have Jeff and Mykel Crerie. They are a married couple, and they have a very sweet story about how they got together. So here they are. Joining me from Mount Washington in Los Angeles, it's two members of the XanaCrew, Mykel and Jeff Crerie. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Great to be here.
Isn't it crazy that we're in this group?
Oh my God, I love it. I feel like I found my tribe.
It's so crazy. So there was a day where we went and did location scouting and took pictures and stuff in different locations of Xanadu. And over lunch, you guys told me how you met, and it's connected to Xanadu. So I was like, this story is magic, to quote a song from the movie. So
literally.
I want you to share your story with the podcast listeners.
It goes back to San Francisco, actually. We were both living in the Castro district.
Right on.
Yeah. It was
and
awesome.
by the way, that's Michael's voice that you're hearing there, right? So,
yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And Jeff here, I was, it was in April of 2007.
Right.
And I had been invited to a fundraiser. It was a gay ice hockey fundraiser on the Castro by someone I almost barely didn't know, but who yelled the invitation out of a car window. So I went.
So you went, and because it just sounded like fun.
It sounded like fun, but he didn't show up. But I had paid my dues to get in the door. So I decided I was going to make the best of it and just talk to people.
Right.
Started rambling the way I do, and I mentioned Xanadu in conversation, and someone laughed at me. They laughed in my face, and they said, "These hockey players here, if they hear you say Xanadu, that is so gay, they're going to turn on their heels and walk away from you." I said,
because if we know anything about hockey players, it's that they despise Xanadu. I mean, it's like everyone knows that.
Skates, yeah, they spin on their skates away from you.
So wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong.
It isn't one of the adjectives on this event before ice and hockey and fundraiser isn't the first adjective gay. So, but I said, if they're going to walk away from me at Xanadu, I'll take my lumps. Bye-bye.
Right.
And
Bye-bye.
the way that story ties into this is I had a friend in New York where I grew up, Monica, and she sent me a message and she said, "Look at these photos of us while I was visiting you in San Francisco." So I click on the link and it took me to MySpace, and I didn't have a MySpace account. So I said, "Monica, I don't have MySpace." And she goes, "Join." I'm like, "I'm not going to join. I'm not an adolescent and I'm not a musician." So I just felt like it wasn't my forum. But she kept asking me a couple of times. And so I finally signed up, and I think even like a month or two later, after I saw the photos, I said, "You know what, let me just try this. I'll put some photos up." I put some photos of me up. And I also put like a brief description profile saying, you know, my hobbies are hanging out with friends, napping, going to movies, napping, reading, napping. So every other activity was napping.
Right on.
And that was on a Tuesday.
Well, on the Tuesday after the hockey event, I was on my computer late at night on MySpace because I was a musician, and I am a musician. So it had the best music player back then. It always worked. Your friends didn't say I couldn't play your song because I didn't have the right Flash plugin. It just worked. So we musicians, we loved MySpace for that. So I would go and see how many people had listened to my tracks. And I was on there on the Tuesday night, just 3 days after mentioning Xanadu at this event. And I see this face in the periphery of my page, and it's his face.
And in hindsight, it probably was like, looking back, it probably was like new in your area. And
right. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was something about how just he looked like salt to the earth. He looked like a really good, like I just, like, there's nothing I didn't like about that face. So I was like, click. So I clicked on his face. I saw his profile. He didn't have any friends yet.
Didn't have any friends.
Except the founder of MySpace, who friended everyone by default.
I think that guy, was that Tom or was that Friendster?
Tom. And anyway. I was like, who is Tom? I don't know. I was so naive, yeah.
He was a friend of Tom, but no one else. I thought, wow, you know, this is amazing. This amazing person, and he hasn't met anyone else in the world yet. This is awesome. So I saw all of his napping and everything. I was like, that looks good. But I went to his pictures, and his profile pic was just like his face. But when I clicked on his pictures, the first one at the top was him with his arm around Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, it was a backstage photo when I met her one time.
Right on. I thought to myself, even though there's that saying, doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity, I thought I could say the same thing that I said at the hockey party and get a wildly different result. So I started banging on my keyboard, writing out how I, saw the premiere of Xanadu in Washington, D.C. back in 1980 when I won tickets off the radio.
Yes. And
wasn't that a wonderful thing?
And so the next morning on Wednesday, I woke up to this message. And of course, you had me at Xanadu. But I was perplexed, though, because I didn't understand how it worked. I was like, how is somebody contacting me that I don't know?
Right.
But I was still intrigued. So I clicked on his page. He had some original music. So I contacted him back about his original music, commented on that. And then he responded back. And then on Thursday...
So we're now 2 days after that initial, comment I left under a picture. And thank you, MySpace, for letting strangers comment under other people's pictures.
And that's all we did was MySpace communication.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten to where do you live? Nothing. We knew nothing about phone. It was just all 2 MySpace messages each, maybe.
Right on.
But that was enough that on Thursday morning, I was like super optimistic that I was going to meet him someday. So I'm like starting my Thursday, and I went. And being as obsessive, I knew I had like half the songs from Xanadu on my iPod, but I went to iTunes and I bought the remaining tracks from the album to put on my iPod. I can send you receipts. I have, I can get on that old computer.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Filled my iPod with the whole album, put on these big, giant, fluffy headphones because I didn't like the little ones. And I took a train to my class. I was taking a class at City College of San Francisco. And I listened to the whole album all the way through. The train ride is that long. And it was starting again at song number 1, Magic.
And then I'm a sign language interpreter, and I interpreted a class at City College, San Francisco. And I was walking to take the BART over to Berkeley for a job. And I was on the phone with my mom.
And I'm walking towards this crosswalk, which they had oddly recently painted like solid glossy red. Right. I don't know why. He was on this like magical, like glossy red bridge of a crosswalk coming towards me. And I thought, is this the 3D manifestation of this person I've been messaging on MySpace? I wasn't certain because, photo versus real life. And he looked pretty much like, but I walked up and I just said, I didn't even know how to pronounce his name yet because it's spelled a little different.
It's spelled Mykel. So
I was like, are you Mykel?
And so I knew this was somebody who just knew me without knowing me, kind of, without speaking to me. So I said, I'm Michael.
And at that moment, Magic was still playing in my ears on these big fluffy headphones. And I thought, I have an opportunity here to either tell him what's going on or just take the headphones on and plant them on his ears without permission.
And that's what he did, yes.
But I took a chance that he'd either like punch me or throw them off, or he'd be like really excited and happy. And so I took the headphones off my ears and I put them on his ears while he was in the middle of a conversation with his mom on the phone.
I don't even remember if I hung up with her or if I...
No, you put it, you said, hold, Mom, and you put her down by... He put the phone like down by his side and held it, and I kept saying, your mom's still waiting for you. But he's like, it's okay. And we talked quite, he figured out, of course, immediately who I was.
Right. And so I then gave him my business card and said, if you want to go to a show that I'm going to on Sunday, he said yes. And that was the start.
And it was not only the start, but there was no turning. There was history was made, and we've just been full steam ahead ever since that first meeting.
And how long have you guys been together? How long ago was this? Remind me.
18 years now.
18 years.
18 years, yeah.
That headphone moment is a movie moment.
Headphone moment. And Dennis,
Michael, what did you think when he put those headphones on you?
I was shocked. But, of course, that to me is just like screaming... This is absolutely something I want to get involved in.
Right. I'm in.
So what's funny is that I actually have a recording of me singing that song Magic by Olivia Newton-John when I was 9 years old.
You have a recording of it?
Yes, me singing it. Yeah.
He was actually clever enough at 9. It was actually the week it was on the charts, August of 1980.
Yeah.
But he was such a little documentarian back then that he sang it, he played it out of a cassette into the air, sang into the air and captured him and the actual song playing into another cassette recorder. And at the end, he sings it all the way through and tries to match everything Olivia's doing all the way through.
I tried.
Did you do, I have to believe. Yeah.
By the end, at the end, he goes, that was magic from XanaCrew. The movie wasn't even out yet.
I didn't know.
So he
wasn't even XanaCrew. Yeah.
And he goes, August 4th.
My Long Island accent.
1980. And then he had stopped. So we have that.
Yeah, we digitized it too. So
do you? What if I put a little on? Can I put a little on here? No pressure.
Absolutely.
Oh, please send me that.
Come take my hand. You should know me. I've always been in your mind. You know I will become a Bugatti. You have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we are magic. Don't let your head stray. And live by your heart, survive. Destiny with a ride. I'll bring all your dreams alive. For you. I'll bring all your dreams alive. For you. That was magic by the movie was XanaCrew. Xanadu. Thank you. Excuse me. August 4th, 1980.
So, Jeff, when did you hear his version of this song? When did that bomb drop?
Well,
in terms of the serendipity of it all.
A couple weeks in, maybe.
Yeah.
But even like by the first days we were meeting, he was, when I went back to his place briefly, after our first daytime date, he did have a little shrine in his living room to Olivia.
Yeah.
And, you guys.
I've been a huge fan since I was 7. So this is like monumental for me, this connection. It's not only, I saw Xanadu, same as him. He saw it opening night because he won tickets for it off the radio. But I went opening night because I love Grease so much. I saw that 8 times in the movie theater. And there was so much that happened in those 2 years between Grease and Xanadu where I got all her cassette tapes. And so when this came out, I was like, I had to go there the first night. So this movie has always been so important to me from the beginning, as Olivia has. And, so meeting somebody who's as excited about it as I am, and now a part of this XanaCrew, I mean, it's amazing. It's like my childhood dream. It's like, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
And so it was just on between you guys. There was never any, this is moving too fast, or I have doubts, or, neither one of you revealed that you were a muse and were not able to be with a mortal. That didn't happen. No, it was just on.
From the beginning. And we ended up living very close by, so we were walking distance to each other. So it was very easy to meet up and
well, we had never met before, and we'd never seen each other before. And thankfully, we were both like 100% single when we met.
Yeah.
I ended a 5-year relationship about 6 months before.
Yeah. The timing
it was good. No one had to untangle themselves from anything else.
Yeah.
It feels like it was meant to be. I
did delete my MySpace account right afterwards because I was like, I don't need any other strangers' contact.
It's too weird. Yeah, it's too weird. You guys have been killing it with the graphics. Can you describe what you're wearing right now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Jeff's Xanadu shirt. It's actually, this is Jeff's creation.
Yes. Jeff designed a shirt that says just Xanadu it, and it kind of looks Nike-ish. There's a roller skate on it. I love the font. Every time I wear it, I get a lot of compliments. So
yes, with the ribbon, that Olivia had in her hair.
Yep.
On roller skate. Yeah.
The way I feel about it is Just Do It is so like direct and plain, and Just Xanadu It is do it with flair. Do it with
gay it up.
Panache.
Gay it up with glitz. Yeah. That moment when she says glitz is so weird.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change a frame of it.
I wouldn't change anything. And Dennis, I have another funny story to tell you talk about Jeff with his graphic design.
Yes.
And the moments. So we actually had a meet and greet ticket with Olivia, first row for her Vegas residency.
Amazing.
And meet and greet. And Jeff is like, we need to stand out somehow. So he designed these T-shirts, which we wore, sweaters over. And then right before the meet and greet, we revealed our T-shirts. And Jeff designed his to say OMG with an arrow pointing one way, and mine said ONJ with an arrow pointing the other way, knowing she would be in the middle of us for the photo. So when what they do is they take your photo first, and then you can show autograph any item you have. So as soon as we started walking up and she went hysterical laughing. So the photo of the three of us together, she's in the middle of her laugh from Jeff's design. I
love that. Can you send me that? And I'll put it as part of this podcast. When she passed away, this is what I wrote in I wrote something on Facebook about it. And I think there are a lot of divas that we look up to. But the thing about, especially as gay men, but the thing about Olivia, I think we sense that if she ever met us, she would like us.
Yes.
And that's not something you get from Barbra Streisand. It's not something you get from a Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? But you felt like if she knew me, she would like me.
Right.
And when you're a gay kid, that means something, right?
It means a lot. It means a lot. And I think we pick up on that. We pick up on that kindness.
And that's who she was, by all accounts.
Absolutely.
Anyone that you talked to that knew her.
That's actually, one of the things that, the best attribute that I think Jeff has is he leads with kindness. And I feel like Olivia had that.
Yeah.
She led with kindness.
When we did the meet and greet with her, I was kind of in stunned silence most of the time. Michael did most of the talking. And then as we were about to leave, and I actually turned on my heels to say one more thing to her, which I hadn't said hardly anything. And I said, Michael chose you as his idol when he was 7 years old. And boy, did he pick well, because you never let it, you just have been an incredible
role model.
And I just it's, when you're a kid and you pick someone to be your idol, if you have decades of experience with watching them, a lot of celebrities let you down. But she literally, the kindness she exuded and the sensitivity and the caring and inclusiveness, it's all there. And so she just lived an exemplary life. And so I just think he could not have chosen better.
And I think that comes off in her movies as well. In Grease and Xanadu, I think she exudes that kindness.
Right. Why do you guys love Xanadu? What is it?
Oh my God.
I love the idealism. Follow your dream. I love that. All the
Because you're an artist as well. You're a musician. You've chosen a creative life.
Yeah. I love all the risks they took. This is not a safe movie. The things that they attempted and succeeded are amazing. I mean, for one, there's so many moments, but in the dancing scene where the different songs mashed together, I feel like they invented the mashup, and they also gave you a visual cinematic metaphor for two songs mashing up. So you not only get to hear them, you get to see them going together. And I think that's incredible.
That was mind-blowing when you first saw it. You were like, I can't believe that just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 9 when it came out. So, it was, again, already being such a huge fan. When I went there, I was blown away. I think not just the visuals, because it really was. I mean, the muses glowing.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this is so special, so magical, so amazing. And of course the songs and all the dancing and, the energy, especially the energy of the finale. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Michael, didn't we figure out that when the album came out, we were both blasting Xanadu? Maybe did you sit between the speakers and blasted it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I did that too. But we're 5 years apart, and we were several states apart. I was living in Virginia, and he was in New York, and he was a child, and I was 5 years old.
Early adolescent.
But we both literally blasted that song into our ears, like laying between the speakers, because I mean, the theme song is just full of energy. It's full of hope. It's full of.
There was nothing like the theme song. Yeah. It really stood out. Yeah. I mean, even just that, you know what's coming. It's like, oh my God, here comes the magic.
I was playing piano at the time that movie came out, and I would get sheet music to pop songs. Xanadu, the song is in like 7 sharps. Like it's in the craziest key signature, and you're like, am I right, Jeff? Like it's just like, oh shit. What? No, I'm like 1 or 2 flats or sharps. Like this is craziness for my level.
I accomplished that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another story with Magic, the song itself, that's just so special. I mean, there's so many things special about Xanadu and our connection to it, that I want to say even Jeff got me my very first iPod mini, and he engraved, The Planets Align So Rare on it. And this was like 6 months into dating. And then when we got married, now we have in our wedding rings, we have the engraved part of it says the planets align so rare. So that's a part of, it's a part of us.
It's part of your lore. It's part of your story.
It's a part of us. And so, we went to an Olivia Newton-John tribute concert January of 2024. And that's actually where we met some of the other XanaCrews, Kira.
Right.
And Joel. And from the start, we're like, wow, these are amazing people. And what happened was I saw Joel had an Olivia shirt on, and I was like, all right, that's a mega fan.
Right.
So we need to go up to them. And then, we were talking to them, and Kira saying how, she was her parents named her after his character, Kira. And so we're standing there chatting, and then Kira goes, oh my God, behind us is John Farrar and Pat Farrar.
Oh, wow. John Farrar wrote so many of Olivia's great songs.
And produced, all her albums.
And this is after Olivia passed?
This was after she passed, yeah. And Pat Farrar was, her singing partner.
Her friend from back in the day, yeah.
So after the show, we were able to go up to John Farrar and actually tell him the story, how we met while Jeff was listening to his song Magic.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. How did he react?
So how special is that?
What did he say when you said that?
He was like, wow, that's
I don't know if I'd recognize him. Did you guys recognize him just because you're fans and you would know?
I would have recognized him from being a fan, but Kira saw him first.
Oh yeah, and Kira's no joke. She's like the Wikipedia of yes.
Kira is on. Yes, do not question Kira.
She knows her stuff. Yes, she's got everything cross-referenced. It's amazing, and I love it so much.
And Joel has an amazing collection of Olivia stuff. I was blown away. I mean, I have some things as well, but when I went to his place after we met, it's unbelievable. I mean, he can have a museum. What an amazing collection he has. And one of the things that I'm proud of that we have too is we actually have the 3rd draft of Xanadu autographed by Olivia. The script. How different is it from the shooting? What we saw? There are some scenes that are different. The ending's a little bit different. A lot of the lines are different. But it was. She was still alive while she was auctioning for her money to go to her cancer foundation, and it was during COVID, so it was all online. Right. So Jeff and I set up a budget. All right, this is what we want to, put towards this. And I was like, this would be so special if we have this. Oh my God, could you imagine we get a Xanadu? We met because of Xanadu. It's so special. It's a whole thing. And so we start doing it. It actually seems like every time I bid, it was a pause before the next bid. So it was like, okay, so it almost seems like there's not like high bidding going on, like strong bidding going on. It might be one other person. Right. So we got to our budget, and then the other person bid. And I told Jeff, I said, I want to do one more. And he's like, please, just one more, please. Because I could have gone on forever. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and then waited 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and said, you won. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we got this script. And subsequently, last year, we met Michael Beck at a convention. Right. And we had him autograph it as well. So we have both of them autographed our 3rd draft of the Xanadu script. I love that. I'm going to be talking to Michael Beck as the moderator at our big event. Yes. What was he like when you met him? Very kind. He was very grateful for our fandom. It's interesting because we met Bobby Mannix as well, who was a costume designer. Right. Okay. And she was just like, she like grabbed onto us and just like, you guys, thank you so much for, being such huge fans. And she said, I made the Warriors with Michael Beck, did the clothing for that, and then did Xanadu. So I have a movie that the gangs love and a movie that the gays love.
Right.
And then, so we went to Michael Beck and then spoke with him, and he was very kind. Had another friend in Australia who's a huge Olivia fan, and he was kind enough to send a video message to him, and just very, very thankful. And we paid for afterwards a professional photo after, and he was just very kind.
I love it. He's still got the flowing locks.
Yes, he looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk to him. I'm excited to be there. Anything else about the movie, the crew? Are you excited? It's crazy. It's happening.
So exciting. The events that we have coming up on, Friday, August.
Do you have
8th,
outfits planned? 9th. What are you wearing? I'm just going to probably just wear the shirt that you guys like. I don't know. Yes, we have our jackets.
The Just Xanadu will be the screening.
Yeah.
With the panel and all the excitement that's going on. The glitz that the XanaCrew put together, it's amazing. The step and repeat. And we went all out.
And the logo for the whole thing is amazing, Jeff.
It is outstanding. Yeah. I'm very, very, very excited.
It's a roller skate that's like Pan-Pacific Park architecture. It's amazing.
Yeah. A lot of ideas converged, and we were very lucky. We have this group that everyone has like superpowers. Some have several superpowers, and they overlap, but we're quite a group.
And Dennis, you are so perfect to lead the panel.
Thank you. I'm excited to do it. I can't wait. Yeah. I love that.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you know what? I've had trouble with my voice the last 3 or 4 weeks, like a sinus thing. So that makes me a little nervous, but I love doing it. So I plan to be really prepared and have a plan. And it's my happy place. I love to interview people. I think it'll be good.
Couldn't be anybody better. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And then we have Lisa and Eric's
Cabaret. I know we're going to talk to them for this podcast too. I'm excited.
God, yeah, they're so talented.
Yeah,
it's going to be a blast. I'm really, I feel like this is making my 9-year-old self like really, really happy and blown away. Yeah.
During a crazy year, right? It's ridiculous. You just grab the joy where you can. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. And this brings it. For
All
sure.
right. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your story. I'm so glad you guys won that auction. You just snuck it out at the end.
Yeah, and we have some of her furniture too.
Like what?
We have her
2 nightstands.
We have her end tables that were next to a bed in her home are now next to our bed.
Yeah.
And they're like mid-century modern. They're like this red lacquer, like wood. Yeah. They're really nice. And during the auction, we got these at such a great deal that the organizer of the auction actually screamed when they went. Because everything else was going for big prices. The leather jacket was going for nearly $500,000.
Wow.
Her piano went for $160,000 around there. These 2 end tables... As a pair, the hammer went down at $400.
$400.
Sweet.
I know. And I think people didn't want to pay for shipping outside of LA.
Yeah. So you were able to pick them up in person.
Yeah. And we got a few other things. We also got her 1976 alien card.
Her first resident
card
for the U.S.
Stay in the U.S.
Amazing.
So it's been a dream come true for me, for sure. And it's great to have Jeff as excited as I am.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And finally, we've got Bill Morgan and Matt Tunia. They are also part of the XanaCrew. They are helping put together the other events. They're going to sneak preview those. And they have a fun story about a party that they had that started it all. And we also talk about why we love ONJ and the film. So here they are. Joining me now via Zoom from 2 different places in Los Angeles, it's 2 other members of the XanaCrew, Bill Morgan and Matt Tunia. Welcome to the podcast, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, good morning, Dennis. Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure. I know you guys have been friends for quite a while, right? And part of this whole XanaCrew thing grew out of this crazy party that you were involved with. So tell us that story.
Yeah, well, it wasn't crazy, but...
Well, to me, it sounds... like amazing, crazy in a good way.
There's a little backstory. I'll try to shorten it. So we have a friend named Charlotte, And just in conversation, she had mentioned she'd never seen Xanadu. And I said, oh, we're going to fix that. And I said, come on over. We'll make a big deal about it. We'll have a nice screening at the house and we'll have fun. Well, she kept rescheduling. And the more time you give me, the more time I have to plan. And I'm like, we should do this like as a party. We should invite more people over. And it kept moving, and it ended up being very close to my birthday. And I thought, wow, we should just blow it out. Let's do it as a party. So I had a cake. We did a marquee for the front of the house. We had all glitz all over the living room and the backyard. And then of course we invited Lisa, and she came, and Eric, and they came in on roller skates and they sang, and it just turned it into this big event. And so what happened from there, well, Rustin was there, and he was going to invite his friend Kira. And I said, oh, yeah, if your name's Kira, of course she can come.
Right. If your name's Kira, you get in free for sure.
Yeah, she can.
Right.
But she couldn't make it because we had moved it one more time, one additional week, and she had a conflict. And she said, who are these people that put on the Xanadu party? I must know who they are. And so we got together and we had sort of a meeting, and you were there. We had our first meeting, and she invited Larry, one of the dancers, and we just had a great time. And of course we talked about the party, and we thought right away, I think we had an agenda. We're like, well, what can we do as a group? Like, well, next year's the 45th anniversary. And then that was it, right?
We were off to the races.
We were off to the races.
Yeah. For both of you, I want to hear from about when you first saw the movie, and what do you remember about it initially?
Matt?
I saw it probably the weekend it opened. I don't remember exactly. But I did go to see the movie, and I am almost embarrassed to say this. I was a little bit disappointed because...
Oh, no, there's something wrong with the connection. There's something wrong with the connection. No, carry on.
And I was hoping it would be as great as Grease was, of course.
Right.
And it wasn't, but that didn't stop me from going back to seeing it again, because I wanted to see it again and make sure whether I liked it or didn't like it. And it started to grow on me. Then I went again, and ended up seeing it like at least 10 or 12 times.
In the theater?
In the theater.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Like, Grease is kind of perfect in its own way, and Xanadu is a different kind of great.
Exactly. And I love both of them equally.
But here's what I found, and I don't know if you found this with your friend Charlotte. When you try to introduce people to it later in life, they don't get on the train like we did when we were kids. Like, I found that people are like, this is dumb. And I'm like, yes, but like, I don't know. Did Charlotte get on the train?
She did love it.
Oh, good.
He is a doppelganger for Olivia as Kira.
Oh, amazing. All right,
and
good.
She came dressed up, and she's gorgeous.
So, Bill, what do you remember about first seeing it?
Well, I was already on board with Olivia. I was buying her records in the 70s. Obviously saw Grease too. Just a huge fan. And then came this TV special, The Making of Xanadu. And I was just glued to the TV. I couldn't stop watching. I was like, this is so great. I can't wait to see it. And I could not drive yet. I was not old enough. So I took the bus to the Pointe 6 at the Pointe Hills Mall.
In where? What state?
California.
Okay.
I grew up in California. So Pointe Hills is near Hacienda Heights. I grew up in Hacienda Heights.
Right on.
And took the bus, took myself to the movies, saw it, and like Matt, kept going back. I brought my family. I said, oh, Mom and Dad, you got to see this. This is great. And I don't know if they got it like I did, but my dad certainly was a fan of Olivia as well. And he enjoyed it. But I don't know if the rest of the family was on board because, yes, it did critically acclaimed. But the music was fantastic, of course. And Olivia, and I've been in love with the movie ever since. And I think every year my fondness grows, and especially now that we have found this
the cult, you mean?
The cult, the crew.
It's so crazy.
It was such an amazing time because musically, Olivia hit this triple play. She had Grease, then she had Totally Hot, then she had Xanadu, and I can't imagine how many albums she sold during that period with just those three albums, the two soundtracks and her Totally Hot album.
And then the next one was Physical, which was a blockbuster.
Yeah, and she was just, one of the biggest stars of the decade, actually.
Have you guys met her? Did you ever see her concert or do a meet and greet or anything like that?
I went to see Olivia in 1982 with my girlfriend from high school.
The Physical tour. She jumped rope.
Oh, we were silly. We dressed up. I had headbands on. Yeah. I had a headband. And we would put signs on the cars that said Olivia or bust. We were just so silly. And I went to every local concert since then. I never flew, but I probably have seen her perform 30 times or more, and I did meet her once.
Nice. And it was a nice moment, I'm sure. She was very nice.
Very special.
I already told this story to Eric and Lisa, but I will share it with you because you were raised Mormon like I was. I bought 4 tickets to the Physical tour, and I thought some of my friends will want to go, and nobody wanted to go. So I was trying to sell the other 2, and I put a little bulletin on the bulletin board at the LDS Institute, which is like the college Mormon thing. And nobody bought, but I went back and later somebody had written Slut Rock on my little sign. Slut Rock.
God.
I know.
Well, she was banned in Utah. Yeah. When Physical came out.
Yeah. If I could talk to her about anything, I think there was something very sex positive about that whole period of like her. Like a lot of her songs were very like grown up sexuality, and I don't think it was just trendiness. I think it was something about her wanting to express that, which I thought was cool.
Right. And unlike a lot of the popular females of the current time, Olivia was very sexy, but she wasn't a slut.
That's true. I mean? She kept it together. She
really did.
I need that on a T-shirt.
Physical, of course, was very suggestive, that song.
Yeah.
But it wasn't creepy or it was kind of fun.
No, she still had a wholesomeness about her, even though she was talking about make a move on me. But she was still the girl next door. I mean, that's part of life. I mean, people did do things. It's like, and she didn't go to that extra level of I didn't want to say that.
Well, it's like her album covers. She had some of the best album covers. Come On Over, Making a Good Thing Better, the Greatest Hits album. They were all these great covers with these beautiful photos of her. And I was always so excited when a new album would come out, And
Soul Kiss with the riding crop. Come on. So there is Bill, you've been both of you guys have been very instrumental in planning this weekend. I think, Bill, you found us the theater, and the picnic is something that anyone can go to. You don't even have to have a ticket. It's Sunday. What are the hours from?
It's from 12 to 3.
Right.
And yet it's a free event because it is a public place.
Yeah.
But we do like to get an RSVP so we can accommodate the crowd.
Yeah.
We weren't sure what the turnout would be. We have comfortably room for 50.
Yeah.
So any latecomers are encouraged to bring chairs or blankets. There's plenty of space. It's a huge park.
Yeah.
Plenty of space.
So this is from 12 to 3 on Sunday the 10th at Pan Pacific Park, which is where the original Xanadu building was before it burned to the ground. And I know you have some stuff cooked up for the picnic. So give us a little tease.
Yes. So we have several raffles. So there will be some prizes and giveaways. We have 2 contests, and we have announced it. So it's not a big surprise, but there's a trivia contest.
Okay.
And there's also a design your own album cover. Here's the Sonny Malone contest that will be judged by the muses. And so we do plan on having some special guests there. We're not naming names because we don't know.
But I like that.
But people have special guests,
and people bring their own food. It's that kind of a picnic.
Most important, yes, because we call it a picnic, but it's really a picnic wrap party. This is the time because the 2 other events will be sit and enjoy kind of thing. This will be your chance to mingle, talk to our special guests, talk to other fans, express your feelings for the movie, and we'll keep it going with activities. Yeah. We'll end with a toast with your own beverage. We're not bringing alcohol, but we'll toast to the movie. We'll toast to Xanadu, and then we'll go in front of the gymnasium where there is still one spire, which it's been recreated from the original, but it makes for a great photo. So we'll end the afternoon with a group photo, commemorate the event.
Yeah.
and wrap it up. Yeah. And we all have some cake. Again, first come, first served. Those of us RSVP will go first. But we do have some.
I wonder who's going to get to eat Olivia's head. Who gets to eat Olivia's head?
That was a big deal.
I feel like that should be the raffle prize.
Eric ended up getting her eyes.
Okay. All right. They're bewitching. For both of you, do you have outfits planned for this weekend? I don't know I want to step it up, but I don't really know. We do have our jackets, but that's like being a pink lady, basically.
It is. It may be too hot to wear the jacket.
I know. So what are you thinking for the different events? We got the show, we got the movie, we got the picnic.
Well, definitely for the picnic, it's shorts and T-shirts. Okay. Nothing at all fancy. It's all outdoors, so be prepared for that.
All right.
And it will be a little warm, but we are in a covered pavilion.
All right. I like a pavilion.
Yep.
And so, Matt, did you ever get to meet her?
I unfortunately did not.
All right. I did once, and I tell that story earlier in this episode, so you guys will have to go back and listen. So people can learn about all this stuff at it's called the Ultimate Xanadu Experience, but the website is Xanadu Experience. And you can go and do that, and I'll be sure to give you a follow-up. Some of my listeners are probably like, if they don't stop talking about Xanadu on that fucking podcast, this is like, it's been a lot. But also maybe it's, I don't know.
It's a cult film, and it deserves
everything it gets. 2 questions to wrap it up with for both of you. Why do you love it? What is it about that movie?
For me, it's all about Olivia. Who wouldn't want a beautiful woman coming into your life, helping you out with all your problems and all your issues, and becoming a better person, you know?
I like it. And opening a roller disco. What about you, Bill?
I feel the same, and I've often compared it to the success of Grease, but it's set in the 50s, and I feel it's kind of its own time capsule, whereas Xanadu, although there's the leg warmers and the roller skates, yes, it's very 80s, but the theme of that is making your dreams come true. It's very magical, and I think that's like lasting forever.
Yeah.
Right? Making your dreams come true.
I've thought about this for myself more recently. I loved her. She was my favorite. But I think that kind of gives you permission to be an artist. If you're a kid, it's not, Grease was just about high school stuff. It wasn't about your destiny or what you wanted to do or what kind of person you wanted to be in the world. And this was a movie that tried to encourage people to follow their creative thing. And that was my journey, for better or worse. I think that theme resonates with me. Here's my final question. What has it meant for you guys to be part of the XanaCrew? What is this thing we're doing? I'll go first.
Okay.
Every time I say the word XanaCrew, I laugh or I smile because it's ridiculous. And this year is challenging for a lot of reasons, for a lot of people in a lot of ways. And this is just an insane bright spot. And I think there's so much insanity in the world that you can do something a little goofy and crazy and it brings you joy. And also, if people like that movie, they're probably nice. It's not Scarface. It doesn't have a legion of jerks that are into it. And so everyone's really nice. And there's something silly about it in this dumpster fire of a year that I'm like, yeah, and then that was also the XanaCrew year. I don't know. What does it mean to you guys?
Yeah, I will comment as well that everybody is so nice. And I think the movie breeds nice.
I think so.
Yeah. And we're having such a good time. And we're kind of letting our hair down. We're being silly. we went to the filming locations, and I do plan on following up.
We didn't get all of them. We didn't get all of them there. All right.
We're not done. We're going to keep going with the website. We're going to keep going with following Xanadu news and things, and do plan on more events. This is a trial run. So we're
not folding up our tent after next weekend. That's not it. All right. Okay. And for you, Matt, what does it mean to you?
And I think the XanaCrew's a great bunch of people. And I have really enjoyed meeting everyone and working with everyone.
Yeah.
And I love how everyone has pitched in
Everyone has different superpowers in terms of doing different things. Yeah. And I appreciate all the different things that you guys have done and all the, and with such care and such creativity. So, all right. It's going to be fun next weekend. It's on my dream board. It's on my dream board. We're going to make it. It's going to happen.
5 days till our first event.
Oh, wow. All right. I can't wait. All right. Well, thank you guys for doing the podcast, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Dennis.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much to Bill and Matt and Lisa and Eric and Michael and Jeff and the other members of the XanaCrew that weren't on the call, who are doing so much to make this upcoming weekend happen. All right, so this happened. I had a friend visiting from out of town. Her name's Monica from Spain. We worked together on cruise ships 35 years ago. And we had a nice friendship back then, and we actually collaborated on this one dance together for a cruise show. We did a dance to Janet Jackson's Black Cat that was so long and hard. We had chairs involved. I think it's on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube because I put it there. But it's my proudest dance moment, I think, ever in my life, where I was like, wow, I really worked hard. And anyway, so she was visiting town, and I haven't seen her in 35 years. And we got together first in a group of a few other Princess people. And it is so mind-bending when you reunite with somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, but it felt like about 5 years. It didn't feel like 35 years. And you kind of just snap back into your rhythms and like your relationship and the things that make you laugh and the things you admire about them. And it was just so special to see my friend Monica. And on Friday, when she was here, alone, we went to some different places around Los Angeles. Her boyfriend that was with us, he went to Disneyland, so it was just me and Monica, and we went to the Academy Museum, and that was fun, and saw some cool stuff there. And we did some stuff in downtown LA. We rode on the Angels Flight Funicula and the last bookstore we went to. And we also went to the Grand Central Market, which is fun, and she got to see Disney Hall. But the big event of the night was Los Angeles, the city, or like the Center Theater Group. Every year they do these outdoor dance parties in the summer that are free to anyone, and they put a big dance floor over the big fountains at the Music Center. And they have like a different theme every week, like it's reggaeton, or it's 90s, or it's 50s, or whatever it is. And this was disco night, which is my favorite. And I'd never been to one of these before. I'd always wanted to go, but I just never made it happen. You guys, it was so magical. Like, it was a beautiful night. It wasn't a big security hassle. Like, you just showed up and went there. And it was just people from all over the city, like, dancing to the Groove Line, you know, or dancing to I Will Survive or Ring My Bell. And just the diversity, the ages, people had their dogs, and some people had clearly come and picnicked beforehand. And there was a guy that taught a line dance, this funny guy who I think might be gay, taught this wonderful line dance to Staying Alive. And it was ambitious. It wasn't like, oh, you know, step touch and we're done. Like, it was like, oh, there's a lot going on here. And everyone was into it and everyone was learning it. And Monica and I were dancing together like we used to do. And she told me later that she goes, I haven't danced in so long. And I said, well, I'm still trying to do it. So it was wild. She went off and became an engineer. She danced. She danced in Paris and London and some different gigs. And then she decided, you know what, I'm going to go in a totally different direction. And she became an engineer. And she does well at it. She works in, she lives in Mallorca, and I'm going to go visit her there at some point. It's beautiful. She showed me pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. So, yeah, Mallorca may happen, but it's just a testament to friendship and to, you know, people that come into your lives and then, you know, you don't see them for a while and you can just snap right back into it. I don't know. It was thrilling, and I was so happy to see her. So, all right, that's enough for this week. That's a lot. Thank you so much for listening. I want to give a shout out to Oscar Rosario for mixing the episodes. My theme music is by Mark Daniels for Placement Music. We will catch you next time on Dennis Anyone. Bye.